hope you guys are excited to be here. I'm here at Life Point Church in Tampa, Florida. If you can, just let me know where you're watching from in the chat. Drop in the chat what city you're in, what state you're in. Let me know where you're at. We're all a family. Let's come together, family. Come join me here at Life Point as we gear up for our annual Getting Back to Her Women's Conference. Woo! Woo! Yeah, that's me being excited. But we are so excited about what's to come. 2025, this conference is going to be one that will go down in the books. We have a phenomenal event planned starting this Friday, January 31st, with Pastor Joy Brockton. She's going to be with us at our fireside chat. Listen, ladies, we're going to be here in the building in our comfortable, cozy attire. We're going to have on our PJs if you want, our sweatsuits, our loungewear, but we're coming comfortable because we're coming to talk girl talk, coming to hear Pastor Joy pour into us as she talks and speaks on the topic, silencing the inner me. Some of us got some inner things that we deal with, that we battle with, that speaks louder than the voice of God in our lives. So you want to be here to find out how to silence all of the other voices and only listen to the voice. Don't miss Friday night. It's going to be an amazing time. Saturday, we have our war room. And if you know, the war room is the place to be. It's where the women come, no men allowed. We come and we cry out to God. We get before God, all of those things that we try to hold in throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, that we don't want to share with anybody, or we wait until we get in the shower to let it out. The war room is the place where you can be free. We have Pastor Jeffrida Hines that will be with us as one of our amazing intercessors coming locally from Tampa. And then we have Minister Junie Boyer that's going to be with us from Orlando, a dynamic intercessor. And you don't want to miss these women of God as they labor and pray with us, pray for us. And we really just get before the face of God and we seek Him for healing and deliverance and for true freedom. It's all about getting back to her, that healed, empowered, and restored woman. And then on Sunday, we have the International Youth Department Chair Lady of the Church of God in Christ, Evangelist Vandalyn Kennedy. Woo! I'm so excited. If you all know, we've been trying to get her here for 2 years, and each time something has come up, but God has allowed it to happen this year. She will be with us on Sunday morning to pour into us, and she is a preacher bar none. Make sure that you are in the building. So again, you guys are here with me on Facebook Live. And if you know, this is not something that I do. So I just need you to do this favor for me, since it's probably going to be a year before I do it again. Share the live. Put it out there so that other people can see it, other people can hear it, and they can join in to learn about this phenomenal event that's happening January 31st through February 2nd. And with me today, I have one of the people. She actually is a part of our planning team, but she has also been a conference attendee, honestly, since I started doing women's conferences many years ago. But she has been a vital part in ensuring that the conferences are a success. And I just want to bring her up so that she can kind of share her experience and let you know why you really need to be here. I present to you my Sister Shante Jones. Sis, what's up?
What's up?
I'm so glad you are here with us today. Tell us a little about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I'm so glad to be here today. I get so excited. I know I've been a part of the committee. I know that I've been to all of the conferences, but I get the same excitement every year. I get so excited because I know every year brings something new. Every year, every session brings something new. We may have war room every year, but every war room has been different. Every we grow higher and higher and higher. We grow spiritually, we grow sisterhood, our bonds grow more. So I am super excited, absolutely excited to be a part this year.
Yes, I'm so glad that you are here with us. And I know that you've been here since the beginning. So I just want to ask you if you can just think back to last year or maybe the year prior, what would you say was a standout moment for you?
A standout moment for me last year, honestly, it's hard to pinpoint a moment. Every single service was great for me. I believe Friday was just that bonding time to get to know new individuals and then repeat visitors that have come, and been a part. I do believe that for me, the war room was just when I got an option, that option to pour out, to just to let it all go. Everything that we carry as women, we wear a lot of hats. We're moms. We're, spouses. Some of us, we're daughters. We work in the church. We work in our communities. We work on our jobs. So I think some of us are students, so I feel like just that moment to be able to come and let it all out. Everything that we've been carrying, the weights of life that we've been carrying, that Saturday, that war room, that is the chance where you can do that. You have that opportunity. It is a non-judgment zone. You can cry, you can run, you can scream, you can be in silence, but that's the opportunity for us to be able to come and get that out. And then Sunday, because we've released all of that Saturday, we kind of come Sunday ready to just go all in. You know what I mean? So I think it's hard to pinpoint one moment. I think the whole thing for me is just a phenomenal opportunity for me to be able to just get back to me and not have to be pulled in the mom role or the business role. Just I can just be Shantae. So I think that is the biggest thing for me.
Yes. When you were talking, the word that came to mind was the war room is the moment where Superwoman gets to take her cape off.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
know, as
Yes.
moms, as wives, as sisters, as friends, as businesswomen, as so many different things, we feel like we have to sometimes carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. But it's in this war room that God gave to us that we are allowed to just lay it all down and to
Absolutely.
just get that replenishing and the refilling
Absolutely.
that you need. And if we're honest, we need to be refueled.
Yes.
Um, my pastor, which
Mm-hmm.
is also my husband, Pastor Major Charles Jones, the second plug for Life Point. But he often talks about a car is going to run out of gas eventually. Like if you don't go to the gas station, you're only going to get so far. Well, consider the war room your gas station. This is the place where you can come, you can be with your sisters. Like Sister Shante said, it's a judgment free zone. You can come in and really just let it all out. You can breathe. Just take that moment to breathe. So we're so excited about the weekend. And if you could just encourage another woman, why would you tell her that she needs to attend?
Well, I would start off with saying just what you just mentioned, or kind of piggyback on what you just said. We need an opportunity to be able to take the cape off. We need an opportunity to be able to refuel, like you said, Pastor said. We need a moment to be able to fill up. We need a moment, and a lot of us, even though we come to church, we work in various capacities, and sometimes we miss those moments, even if we're at church service. You are our co-pastor, but sometimes you're on duty. You're on, you're at the altar. You're doing things. Some of us work in finance, so we don't really get the opportunity to just come and say, you know what, I'm taking it all. I'm taking my cape off. I am just me. I have no titles right now. I don't get to do this often. Sometimes for some of us, that's one of the very few amount of times that we get to do it during the year. So I think for me, just knowing that I can come and I can do that, just knowing that I have that opportunity is extremely important for me, and for the woman that is carrying the weight of the world, for the woman that has contemplated maybe suicide, for the woman that has gone through a very tough situation with her health, for the woman that is going through a very difficult time in her marriage, or may have gone through a divorce, or maybe currently going through a physical situation where she's being abused and she doesn't feel like she has anyone that she can reach out to. I believe this conference is the perfect opportunity for healing in all of those areas. For the woman that's trying to make that decision and she's like, I'm just kind of intimidated by this process. This is the opportunity. I know for me 2 years ago, this was the turning point for me. This was that I was in the middle of, gosh, what do I do? And God gave me my answer actually during our war room. So I have to say that this is that moment. Sometimes for some of us, we just go and go. We do life every day. We don't get to stop, and have that mental break. So this is a mental break. This is a physical, some of us scream and yell and shout and run, and we're on our knees. That Friday night, clearly we are gonna be cozy. So but I'm telling you, this is for every woman. This can touch every woman, even the woman that thinks she has it all together. Even if you do have it all together, and I don't know many of those women, but even if you do have it all together, just the opportunity to see others that don't have it all together and they're trying to get it together gives you more of an appreciation that you do have it together. So I feel like it's for every woman. We all have our different things, but this is for every woman. This is an opportunity for every woman to get to express themselves, to be out. You get to bond. You have community. So that's why I feel like our sisters should. If you can get here at any time, this is that moment.
Ladies, are you ready to break free from distractions and reclaim the woman God destined you to be? Join Lady Latoya Jones for Getting Back to Her, Silencing the Inner Me, a dynamic women's conference happening January 31st through February 2nd at Life Point Church, Tampa, Florida. Friday night kicks off at 7 p.m. with Pastor Joy Browden for a fireside chat. It's a night of networking, fellowship, and real conversations about women's life's challenges. Saturday morning at 10 a.m., come experience an intimate time of prayer and breakthrough. Pastor Ciara Singletary will lead the powerful session, Becoming Her Intercessor, followed by War Room intercessors, Pastor Jeffrey DeHines and Minister Junie Boyer, who will guide you through transformative intercessory prayer. Finally, Sunday morning at 9 a.m., the dynamic evangelist Vadalyn Kennedy, Chairlady of the International Youth Department, will deliver a life-changing word during our Sunday service. Don't miss this opportunity. Mark your calendars, January 31st through February 2nd at Life Point Church in Tampa. Your moment of breakthrough is waiting, and get back to her, the woman God called you to be. Register now for Silencing the Inner Me, presented by Lady Latoya Jones and the Life Point Church Women's Ministry.
I hope that you were able to hear what she stated. We are looking forward to our conference. If you're looking forward to the women's conference, just say it's me in the comments. Let us know that you're looking forward to it. If you're registered, say I registered in the conference. Let us know that you're going to be with us, that you're going to be here. One thing about the War Room, as our next guest comes, we don't do any cameras. We're not live streaming. It's not open to anybody except for those that attend. So I wish I had more to show you, to let you see the power of it. But I just believe that there are some moments that just should be so intimate that we don't need the cameras. We don't need all of the extra. We just need God. So make sure, if you haven't registered, that you get registered today. And I'm so excited as we transition to our next guest. We have Sister Nisha James with us. She's another part of the planning team and has played a vital role in ensuring that we have a successful event this year. but I believe last year was your first conference. So just thought I want to ask you, like, what was a standout moment about the conference? But before you answer that, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am Sister Nisha. I am a wife, a mom of two, a corporate senior leader, and 3 times entrepreneur. So got a lot going on. Yeah. And so last year, one thing that stuck out to me was definitely the War Room experience. And aside from the level of spiritual interaction that we had, I appreciated the vulnerability not only of the guests but also the panelists. And so, a lot of times we go places, especially me, because it was my first conference. I didn't really know anybody, and so we have in our minds, I'm going to share this much. But once we were here, like you said, there were no cameras. There was nobody watching to, see what they were going to hear or get into, anybody's business. So I enjoyed that everyone was vulnerable and that it was a safe space.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that we try to make the War Room, especially, not that the other events are not space, but the War Room is intended to be that space where you can come and just be you. We so oftentimes have to put on this facade in this space and make sure that we are somebody else for so many other people, that you just need a moment where you can lay all of that stuff down and just say, God, it's me. Here I am, brokenhearted. It's me, your child. I need you. That's what the War Room is all about. It's just really getting back to God so that we can rediscover the healed, empowered, and restored woman that He created us to be. So Sister Nisha, if you had to encourage another woman, like, what would you tell them about the conference and why they need to be here?
It's similar to Sister Shantae. If you are feeling like, who's going to pour into me, or my cup is empty, or I've given everything that I have to give, it's an amazing time for you to be rejuvenated and uplifted in God. Also, I'm extremely excited about our evangelist that'll be speaking on Sunday morning. So I just know, even from a spiritual perspective, that it's going to be a dynamic time and opportunity for us to grow more spiritually. So I would encourage every woman who is physically feeling empty within themselves, and they might just need the sisterhood or some girl time with genuine people. So that's one reason. And then also the spiritual growth that I expect to take place on Sunday.
Yes. So thank you so much for joining us, Sister Nisha. Again, next weekend, January 31st through February 2nd, is going to be a phenomenal event. You want to make sure that you are in the building that Friday night with the fireside chat. It's going to be comfortable, cozy, no Sunday clothes. Just come comfortable. We're going to come sit around the fire and have some girl talk. Saturday, we've talked about it. You've heard from 2 of the attendees about the power of the War Room. Come in your conference t-shirt and your camo bottoms, because we're going to war. We're coming to get before God. We're coming to reclaim the person that God created us to be. And on Sunday, we'll be adorned in our shades of pink as we are graced to hear from the international chairlady of the youth department of the Churches of God in Christ, Evangelist Vandalyn Kennedy. Make sure that you are in the building, but do me a favor. Don't come by yourself. Make sure you bring a friend with you. We want to make sure that the place is packed and that the people of God are blessed. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you.
Ladies, are you ready to break free from distractions and reclaim the woman God destined you to be? Join Lady Latoya Jones for Getting Back to Her, Silencing the Inner Me, a dynamic women's conference happening January 31st through February 2nd at Life Point Church, Tampa, Florida. Friday night kicks off at 7 p.m. with Pastor Joy Browden for a fireside chat. It's a night of networking, fellowship, and real conversations about women's life's challenges. Saturday morning at 10 a.m., come experience an intimate time of prayer and breakthrough. Pastor Ciara Singletary will lead the powerful session, Becoming Her Intercessor, followed by War Room intercessors, Pastor Jeffrey DeHines and Minister Junie Boyer, who will guide you through transformative intercessory prayer. Finally, Sunday morning at 9 a.m., the dynamic evangelist Vandalyn Kennedy Charity of the International Youth Department will deliver a life-changing word during our Sunday service. Don't miss this opportunity. Mark your calendars, January 31st through February 2nd at Life Point Church in Tampa. Your moment of breakthrough is waiting, and get back to her, the woman God called you to be. Register now for Silencing the Inner Me, presented by Lady Latoya Jones and the Life Point Church Women's Ministry.